I finally took the plunge and bought a PS VR2, and I have to say, oh my gosh, what a piece of equipment. And this is coming from someone who only tried the VR1 once at my friend's house, and even though I was amazed, you know, the quality was a little bit low, I did feel really hot and sweaty. This is just yeah. So if you're thinking about buying a VR2, this video will be for you. The only reason I bought it was because there was a days of play sale, so I saved around £100 on it. And I thought to myself, since I'm doing YouTube, it would be great to get some videos out about this. And believe you and me, Els was the one who actually was convincing me to buy it. I was trying to tell her, no, you're supposed to say no.
Just buy the VR2.
No, Els, you're supposed to tell me no. But what is the VR2 like? Is it worth it? Would it be something you would play on a regular basis? And what are some of the games like?
We see how it goes. We ain't gonna die today. If you're right.
The box it came in was beautiful, and as soon as I opened it up, it was a lot smaller than I thought it would be. Comes with the instructions manual, the 2 controllers which felt very comfortable in your hand, the little headphones that it comes with. I didn't really like them just because these sort of headphones never fit in, even though it comes with a few different variations. And then obviously the headset, which looks absolutely beautiful. I just think it looks really slick and smooth. Yes, you've got that long ass cable, but still, it was easy to set up. All I did was connect it to the PS5 from the USB-C that goes in the front of the PlayStation. I let it update, I followed the instructions on screen, and oh my gosh, was I impressed.
Oh wow. Wow. Oh wow. Jesus Christ. This is mad.
You can adjust the eye setting, the tightness, and when I was playing around with the settings, you can mark out your home area to make sure it's safe. My main concern was that I'm in my living room, which is not big at all, so I was just keeping that in my mind. I couldn't really fully express myself because I was going to whack the TV. There's still a lot of space, considering, but the way you can mark it out, it's just wow. I feel like I'm in an Iron Man suit.
This is insane.
The first game I tried out was Sea Smash VRS, I believe it was the demo, and wow.
Oh, that's a great. Oh, I'm definitely gonna break something in this damn house. I hope my neighbors can't hear me. This is crazy. This is better than real life. Oh no, I'm scared when I play the other game.
My initial impressions of this demo was, oh my gosh, I was just so impressed. Yes, it took me a long time to flip in, understand that you have to grab the ball with one controller, but still, I got there in the end. The only thing is as well, I just got super hot in this headset, which it's not the headset. I just think it's one of those things, you've got this massive thing on your head. I was absolutely sweating. I was like, oh my gosh. Apart from that, I was amazed by just the technology. And as I said, I decided to use my bigger headphones, which fitted right on top. It didn't affect the headset at all. I just found it better. I don't like those little headphones. Maybe I need to try the other variations. The reason why I wanted to use those headphones is that it connects to the computer, so I can actually hear anything going on, like with the sound effects. For some reason, I decided to play Madison, one of the scariest games, and it's VR first, and oh wow, like wow.
Answer me that. Just answer me that!
No, you're in home. You're at home. Oh, look at my hat. Oh.
Your blood.
Oh my.
What the hell were you thinking? What in the hell crossed your mind?
I just couldn't believe that I was there. I was literally in there. Obviously, one annoying thing is that I had my mic here. You couldn't really hear me for a start. I've actually sorted that now. As of the next stream, you're going to see is that I've actually set up my wireless mics, which is so easy to do. I don't know why I didn't check it out before, so that won't be a problem. And also, I spent about flipping 30 minutes looking at this damn letter when you guys were telling me you don't need to do that. I couldn't see the comments. It would be great to be able to see the comments in the VR. That would be so good.
Okay, so let's just open the letter. Open.
One eternity later.
You know what? This is not scary. Grab. I'll grab the letter. It's from John. Or it's to John. Now there's another button we press.
75 years later.
Come on, man. This is ridiculous. This is so hard. Oh.
I was just so impressed when I got used to the game having a hammer. Sure, I used different pieces of equipment, using the controllers. I can't believe just how incredible a VR is. It's like I've never experienced anything like this in my life. We eventually progressed and it just became so immersive.
Maybe I'm meant to go back over here. I don't know what the hell this is. Remember, this isn't true. How are we doing? Hello? This isn't true.
I did look at the comments for that Madison game, and luckily one of the members, Anna, you did say, listen, get your camera out and take a picture of that damn chair. What did I think was going to happen?
Take a picture of the damn chair.
All right, let's step back. If you're right. We see how it goes. We ain't gonna die today. It was the directive! Stay calm. Stay calm. Oh, I'm in the room. I'm in the room!
Literally at one point I just wanted to quit because it was like 11-12 p.m. at night on a Saturday. My neighbors will probably start complaining. Also because I was flipping scared. Like the way I was using the camera flash as light because I was that scared to carry on. That's quite a hard game. You just need to use your surroundings. Now that I understand what to do in terms of don't just find something and then focus on that. Look around, use your surroundings. I feel like I'll get better at that game. I think we should complete it on stream. Not sure why I said that, but let's see.
I'm closing my eyes. I can't do this, guys. I can't. I can't do this.
We did eventually get Resident Evil Village working because I needed to download the VR mode. As soon as I got a gun in my hand, like for that tutorial section, I was so impressed. I was like, oh my gosh, this is amazing. I just can't explain how amazing it feels, especially with a gun. Like Madison is obviously a horror game, so you don't get a gun. Like something like Resident Evil where you're walking with a gun, it's just nothing I can explain.
The aiming's a bit off. Let's try and get this one. Oh, we did it. Oh, we've got some bread. Decent. Is she a good cook?
Don't get too close to me when I'm cooking, babe.
Could do with some new wardrobe.
And didn't realize that the stream cut off and I was still playing until a couple of you messaged me on PlayStation and realized, listen, the stream is cut off. And I was like, oh, for flip's sake. A lot of people saying I'm surprised you haven't got a headache. For some reason, I decided to celebrate getting the VR2 with a Scotch whiskey.
It's all about balance.
And I haven't had a drink since Christmas.
Ooh. Bit of a punch.
And I have to say, I went to bed 1 a.m. I did play probably about 2-3 hours of the VR2. I woke up with the worst headache. Oh my gosh, I couldn't believe how bad my headache was for about 6 hours in the morning. My head was spinning. I had to take some tablets. I don't know if it's truly the VR2. I think it's because I was dehydrated. I decided to have a Scotch whiskey. And I'm 32 and I decided to go to bed at like 1 a.m. Maybe the VR2 contributed to that, but I probably recommend that you maybe play at an hour at a time. I don't think it's good to play like 2-3 hours on a VR2 because when you're moving around, it's the motion sickness. And I was surprised that I didn't actually get it. Unlike when I played Resident Evil 7 on the VR1, I got motion sickness quite quickly. But then again, I was sitting down. Might have made a difference. Now, the next day, after I got a few chores done and went for a walk and got hydrated, I decided to try another game, which was Crossfire Sierra Squad, a shooting game. It felt like a Call of Duty game. And I only did the tutorial. There's a campaign to the game as well, which I can't wait to try. I tried it out and I was just so impressed.
My God. Oh my. Could I put it? They didn't see nothing. Oh, I think it reloads automatically!
gun games are probably the best. I have to say, they're just the best because I just had all sorts of guns. Yes, it took time to get used to. I got there in the end. The grenades I never really got used to, but still. I have to say, I want to try much more of the Crossfire Sierra Squad. Those are the only kind of 3-4 games I've tried. Gran Turismo 7. I could imagine with the steering wheel as well. I reckon even with the controller, it's still amazing. Now, the biggest thing about the PSVR2, a lot of people in the comments were like, Sony have given up on it. First of all, it's looking at it one of two ways. After experiencing the VR2, it is an amazing piece of equipment. Like, it's nothing I have experienced in my life. And I just feel like if you've never experienced it, if you did experience it, you would think it's incredible. If I wasn't doing YouTube, would I have bought the VR2? Probably not. Only because, for one thing, the price. Now, I don't think it's expensive for the equipment and the technology. I just think it's expensive because if you want to buy a PS5 and then loads of games are like 60, 70 pounds. We're living in a flipping crisis, like living crisis in the UK. Even with me and Els, we have to be very careful with our money. We're moving house soon, so the reason why I bought it, she said, buy it. It's the last thing you're going to buy until we're literally going to be paying for a mortgage. Do I regret buying it this early on? Hell no. I think it's amazing. I just think the price will put off a lot of people because I totally understand. It's just not there yet, or it's not as accessible yet because of money. To drop $1,000 just on the PS5 and the VR2, $1,000, that's a lot of freaking money, man. Will it pick up in the future? I hope so. I hope it becomes more easily accessible for more people. Will I be playing this just as much in a few months' time? Now, I feel like it's one of those things where maybe a couple of times a week, I would just love to put the headset on and get in and play some VR. I feel like that's where I'm going to go, although there are just so many games I want to get through. And it is weird going back to just normal gaming because I'm like, wow, this is still amazing, but it's another level of experience when you put on that VR2. Maybe in a few months, I'll do an updated video to let you guys know what I think of it after 6 months. I definitely want to try and get a once-a-week stream on there, and I definitely want Els to try this out, especially the scary game. But what do you think about the PSVR2? Is it something you've always wanted? Is it just something that's too expensive? Drop your thoughts in the comments and let me know. Let's take a look at the comment of the day from my previous video, the news video from the weekend. Shout out to Felix, great video as always, Neutro, and even though it is Ubisoft, some certain things look a little bit off. I personally can't help but get really excited for AC Shadows as these trailers look so cool every time. I think I'm actually more excited for Shadows than Star Wars Outlaws, as I'm not the biggest Star Wars fan, but we definitely have to wait it out with some of these Ubisoft games. Thanks for the comment, dude, and yeah, it's one of those things with Ubisoft games now, like, you can't go by the gameplay trailers and the trailers just because I feel like they're totally different from what we get. It's great that you're excited for AC Shadows. I'm the other way, although there's a lot of positives with the combat and stuff like that, it just does not appeal to me. Trying to be a full-time YouTuber, I wouldn't buy Shadows at all. I don't want to, but then again, I'm looking at it like, would it be good to buy it so that you could showcase to your community and give a first impression? So I'm looking at it like that. It is what it is, but yeah, what are you gonna do, eh? Goodbye.